you doing, squirrel? The squirrel is in the house. Let's get things all set up here for another round of painting madness. I'm going to try and contain myself today. I get a little bit wild on these streams, a little out of control. So let's see what we can do. First of all, my camera's too dark. I don't know why that happened. It just happened now. There. How you doing, squirrel? You working? It's like a moot question. I ask it every single time. In and out of the house. Gonna try and get Nick in here today. See how that goes. Start beeping when there is a new message. I guess that's on. Let me test this out. Hello, servos. Huh. Why is it putting me in there twice? Probably have to go to my little settings here and Chat Ninja, figure that out. Do that some other time. I have Facebook open. Yep. For some reason, when I type into the chat, like I just did, saying hello, if I'm logged into Facebook, it will put whatever I just typed in some random comment that I happen to be looking at, or in this case, my chat with Nick. I just sent him a hello. So I gotta make sure I'm logged out of Facebook. It's ridiculous. God damn. Or that happens. It's just weird. It's some kind of glitch. So let me get out of Facebook temporarily. Home. Yay! Do it. All right. Let's break out the dice. Yesterday was just a one-day hit. Nothing definite until January 14. Drive out on the 13th. Today's the 4th. I got almost 2 weeks. 10 days, isn't it? 9, 10 days. Better plug my phones in. Go on, Walter. I just fed you. Oh boy, we're gonna play some Castles and Crusades. Oh boy, I haven't played a game in so long. It's ridiculous. Shh! Don't tell anyone, squirrel. Don't tell anyone it's Castles and Crusades. Just a little fun adventure. A little castlage. Little castlage. Into the depths of oblivion. Let me check up on my thing here. Got my candle here. Today's flavor is, what is that? Holly berry. Something I'm quite particular of. Hollies. Got them all over my front porch. Decorations. This is taking forever. Okay. And nothing. And nothing. Oh, I got the cold sweats again. Happens to me every year. Every winter. Anyway. Excellente, episode 3. I'm going to keep these in a separate playlist for future reference, so I can monitor my progress on my project. I almost said commission. Today I'm going to do the second coat on the Panzer IV's. Panzer, one of my favorite tanks. Panzer IV-H. A late war version of the Panzer IV. Fun little tank. It's groovy looking. Look at that hull. It's got shirts and plating on the sides here to protect from anti-tank weapons and small arms fire. Protects the tracks basically. Turret in place. 76mm gun. This thing will light up a Sherman with no problem. It's one of my favorites. We're going to do some second coats of dry brushing. What is going on in here? What are you doing? Oh, man. I need peace. I need peace. The struggle is real. Tankage coming along. Thanks. This is annoying. Let me go to my... Let me see if I can do this now. Where's that lady going? to buy pet supplies today, so it just so happens that sometimes the GPS directs them to the animal shelter, which is up the road from me, the Humane Society. It's about a mile up the road, and for whatever reason, it takes them there sometimes. People will be delivering groceries to the animal shelter. Happened again today. Just so happened to be been pet supplies too, so go figure. Jeez, I can't win. I don't know. Is this a good start to the day? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Instacart. I don't know if you use Instacart. I use it. I've been using it for years. They're pretty good, actually. Never had any major problems. Little minor things here and there. Sometimes they deliver to the neighbor. Can't see my house. It's behind these big giant pines, so I can believe that. So, oh, but I'll tell you, it's convenient if you don't drive, especially. Take care of that squirrel. Hold down the fort. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, let's get back into this. Hi, Byron. I got all my good friends in here today. Fantastic. I feel pretty good now. Let's see here. Good morning, Byron. Is that a Rocky's delivery service? Not sure what one. Mostly when I'm out in town working. There's Instacart. There's Uber. Does Uber make the grocery deliveries? I think they might. I think there's another one. Uber does fast food, restaurant stuff. I know that. Good day, mate. Thus far, I am on my way to pick up Vendel. We must pick up Vendel. Head to the game store to work on things today. Do a little work on the hobby stuff. Excellent. By the way, I sent you a reply message on Discord, Byron. We're playing some Castles and Crusades this time around. I'll get you the PDF. It's easy, but it's going to be super good fun. Lots of improv madness. You and assuming you have the free time to do it. You and Rosemary could have a go. You're definitely welcome to join in. Definitely. You're going to have a blast if you do, I'm telling you. I got a lot of pent-up improv energy inside of me. So far, so good, says the squirrel. Little Pip and brother Sonny are a frolic this morning. Frolicking. Good, good, good. Little Pip. Little Pip is big. Little Pip got big. Hope everyone's having a good day. Did I miss some stuff here? Mernon. Da-da-da-da. Listening in the background while driving. Okay, Byron. There you go. Little ambience for the morning cruise. How's Rosemary? How is she doing? She doing pretty good? She excited? I think she popped in the Discord earlier today, checking things out. Along with the Squirrel Hermitage. Got a new vape the other day. It's kind of loud. You can probably hear me pulling on this thing. Oh, and it's so good. Oh. Nothing like a brand new coil, a brand new vape, brand new juice I got in yesterday. It's so good. Nothing like it. Got some coffee to throw down. Got fresh supplies coming in today. Boy, I've been buying a lot of supplies lately. Gotta do what you gotta do, though. Got a dog hair on my keyboard. It's annoying. Get out of here. We will play it by ear. Oh, she passed away last night. That's too bad. Sorry to hear that. Just found out. So you didn't know when you were messaging me? I would assume. It's rough, man. Although I think Rosemary was kind of pretty, I don't want to say tough. What's the word? Stoic. She seemed quite stoic. When we were talking to her and she was talking about it, I mean, she didn't sound like she was all as upset and in tears. I don't know. What was it, her grandmother? Yeah. But anyway, let's not dwell on that. There's been quite a bit of it, actually, around the horn. Including someone else me and Byron know, which we won't go into. But today is a beautiful day. It's a glorious day. 24 degrees. Windy as can be out there today. I don't know what it's like for you out there in Ohio. A squirrel, but it is definitely windy, making things quite bitter. Here on the east coast of the United States of America. Ah, that indeed. on some tanks today, Byron. More Panzer IVs. 4-H. It's the 4-H club today. Let me cover this candle. Take that out of commission. I heard there's a lot of chemicals in candles. Mentioned that the other day. There's a lot of toxic chemicals in freaking candles. Unless you're making your own. Leaving all kinds of residue of stuff you don't want. Kind of harmful to little kids and probably pets too. Can you imagine that? Freaking... I don't know what's in here. Of course, they're not telling you what's in it. It's not food or anything. But yeah, that's what I heard. So many toxins around here. It's ridiculous. Start making my own candles. She's tough. She has to be. Yeah. Well, I can't wait to meet her in a chat, game session or something. It's only a one shot. We'll probably take a few sessions to play it, so there's no pressure here, Byron. If she's, up for it, she's very welcome in here. Get a chance to meet Rachel, Jesse, me, Kyle. The standard crew. The only person you don't know about is Ted. I don't think you ever met Ted. I don't know who's going to be in the session. Possibly Squirrel. He might come in and play. You're welcome as well, Squirrel. It's good old school fun if you're up for it. I could probably handle about 6 people. Byron and Rosemary definitely have a seat, so it might actually be 7 or 8 people. Could be quite a few. I don't mind. I want to give everybody a chance to play. I don't think everybody's going to show up, though, so it's all good. And it'll take a few sessions to play. It's just, straightforward baseline Castles and Crusades. No big learning curve. So, plenty of... I got pre-gens. You don't have to worry about creating characters. And if you like it, we'll play more. That's what it's all about. I like the game. I'd love to play. It's a good trip down nostalgia lane for me. Gonna be good fun. Do a little adventuring and exploring a strange tower in a lonely plain standing out like a pillar to the gods. What could it be? What lies within? You guys will find out. And I might record it. I might record it. I probably should. Depends on how well of a grasp of the rules. Again, they're not super heavy, so it's not a big deal. Gotta make sure things flow properly. Her grandparents raised her. Ah, okay. Okay. So she's like Jesse. He was raised by my parents. He's like a brother to me. It's only 10 years difference in age, too, so he's like a brother, so, yeah. 20 degrees Fahrenheit. What? Squirrel. 4 degrees under. Residual snow, 13 miles per hour. Yeah, it's probably about the same here. That sounds about right. I got a PDF of the Castles and Crusades Reforged, which is the 10th printing. I'll send that to you. I'll send you a link to the Dropbox. You and her could look at it. Everything you need's in there. It's not huge. If you've played any version of D&D, you would know how to play this. Unfortunately, work starting the 14th is the 17 days straight. Work starting the 14th for 17 days straight. A short campaign, yet a worthwhile one. In Northwest Florida, it's clear, sunny, cold, and windy. Clear, sunny, but cold and windy. I'd still rather be down in Florida. I'll be down there one of these days. On my trip through Texas and Arizona. I'd love to move to Arizona, honestly. Florida, Texas. I could live in any of those states. Just now I was in the kitchen freezing to death trying to get some coffee. I said, boy, this can't be forever. I can't put up with this. Every freaking year it's like this. Rosemary told me about the chemicals in the candles too. Did she? Yeah, I saw that. I saw some lady talking on a YouTube thing. Pretty reliable source, I would say. And she's some kind of, I don't know, I would guess some kind of scientist or something. But anyway, it was like, to her it was common knowledge. Oh, there's all kinds of chemicals and bad things in candles. People don't know about this stuff. I said, there is? Really? So I guess that's a thing. That's a thing. So I guess I'll start making my own candles. Melt a whole bunch of crayons or something. Crayons probably got chemicals in them too. Yeah, you can't win. I'll have to learn how to make proper wax. Proper wax. Like they did back in the 1700s, right? Or even before that, right? Yeah, the genuine thing. Used to make them in school. They used to have us melt crayons. We'd melt crayons, put them in a milk carton, those little school lunch milk cartons, little tiny milk container. They had us open that up, so it's like a little box, a little square, and we'd fill that up with melted crayons. And you'd have like a pencil on the top with a wick tied onto it, just going down inside of it. So that was the wick. And then you let it dry, peel away the cardboard, trim the wick. There's your candle, little square candle. We used to do that in school. Teach us how to make candles out of crayons. Keeping Crayola in business. That's what that is. Maybe this year, 2025, maybe I'll at some point make a new channel all about homesteading and I want to say off the grid living, but I'm not really off the grid here, I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not. It's nice to have 4.5 acres. But yeah, may I make a channel all about that? Because I love to do stuff about woodwork and wood crafting and bushcraft, survival, and all that kind of thing, because it's my jam too. And I've been thinking about doing that because I got a big garden I'm putting in. Besides the house and the landscape and stuff that I'm doing, I'm considering alternate energy sources, canning. I'm gonna do a lot of canning, home cooking recipes. Oh, good stuff. Maybe it'll be worthy to make a channel on that, a separate channel. We'll see if I can get myself inspired to do videos again. Unscented candles. Melt them down, remove the wick, pour wax and mix with coffee grounds. Used grounds work. Coffee grounds. Reset wick. Great smelling. How you doing, Max? Let me go back up to what that says there. What are you doing here? Unscented candles. Melt them down. So that's a way to make unscented candles have scent? Is that what the whole point of that is? Melt it down, mix in coffee grounds. Huh. Coffee grounds. There's Max Maxipod in the chat there. How you doing, Max? It's been a while. Got an early morning session once again because my sleeping schedule dictates such. Heidi, come on. Drinking coffee to wake up and prepare for Saturday chores. Ah, it's a chore day. Chore, you better get to those chores, Max. We all know how that goes. My cats get quite bitter if I don't keep up around here. Quite bitter indeed. It's not good. So in other words, Squirrel, that's a way to make unscented candles scented. Scent without chemicals. Ah, is that where the chemicals are coming from then? Okay. So it's the scented stuff to begin with. Ah. So I'm sitting in here with the scented candles putting toxins in the air. Can't win. We're surrounded by... We might as well bathe in it. Well, we do, right? You know, there you go. There's your soaps. They're full of chemicals. We got to get more all natural here, I'm telling you. I would love to join the GM stream on the 17th. Alas, I will be working. My game session... Well, I think... I can't do it tomorrow. Next week, Jesse won't be available. But it's going to be more than one session, I would think. Like maybe 2 sessions. Being a very laid-back type of thing. So he'd be in the other one. He's going to miss one session regardless, unless we pace it out every 2 weeks. So next week, if I do it next week, you can get in on it, Squirrel. And after that, you'll be working. Would love to have you on any time you are free. Who? Squirrel? Squirrel. I would love to join the gym. Oh, the gym. All right. I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Okay. I'm just the ambience to your conversation. I get it. Glad I could oblige. Glad I could oblige. Je. Let me plug in my Optivisor, I forgot. Sent along by the Squirrel Hermitage. I'd love to see the squirrel on the Mad Max show. Let's see here. That's the wrong plug-in. Hold on. I know you would, Max. I'm only teasing. I know. And I'd appreciate that. Whoops, hold on here. I gotta double click something. There we go. Ooh, I gotta check make sure I'm not in the Facebook. I'm hoping Nick will join me today. I don't have guests in here too often anymore, but Nick is special. Let me just double check that. Let me see, he's not in the chat there. Let's see, how am I going to do this? try and get Nick in here. I can't share links to channels anymore on Discord. For some reason, it won't generate a link. So I can't give him the link to the chat. I got a little green room here that he could go in, but he doesn't know that. So how do I get him over here? There he is. He's online. Let me message him. Using proper English. Jump in the channel called Green Room. As soon as he pops in there, I will jump in the live channel. Drag him in. Sorry, Max. Don't know if you heard that. A little hard swallow there. Jesse's online too. Well, he's doing that. Last night's show was really good, says Max. I think my minor format tweaks really worked. Oh yeah, I didn't see it. Of course, I haven't seen an episode in a long time. Love you folks. The three of us, Fritz, Max, and myself, should get together for live blabbing. Yeah, I'd enjoy that. I'd enjoy that a lot. I'm sad to say, but most of the people that go into Max's chats I don't know, and I don't really care to know. Some of them I do know, and especially the Canadian ones. Don't really get along with them, to be honest with you. It's just like, I don't even care to hear what they have to say. Because sadly, I pretty much know what they're going to say before the question's even asked. So I don't really care for it. But on the other hand, Squirrel Hermit, yeah, bring him in. I'll be in there like lightning. Me, Max, and the Hermitage himself. That I could get along with. I still need panties. Oh, panelists. Sorry, Max, sorry. I still need panelists for 7th of February. Topic session 0. Ooh, that's an interesting one, actually. Yeah. I like a session 0. But I don't call it a session 0. Caught the last 1/2 of the show. Oh, there's Doug Noblage. How you doing, Doug Noble? Haven't had Doug in a chat in a long time. I think you've been in one chat that I can remember, Doug. Voice chat, that is. Back when I started the server. Very cold start to the new year here, says Doug, all the way down in Maryland. My panelists' circle is expanding. That's good. Slowly. But getting more people allows me to be pickier about having good panelists instead of just friends. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Spread it out. Spread out the love. Let's see. There's Nick. Let me get this set up here. Get my camera going. Oh, my camera's not coming on. Let me see here. OBS virtual camera. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see. StreamYard. No, I'm not using that. Discord chat cams. Let me go over there and pop this out. Okay, let's see. There's the chat cam. You can see Nick's camera there. Let me move it around. He's got a black border. It looks like it's cut off. Let me move him to put it right there. There. Now let's get the sound. Sound should be good actually. Okay. Let's see what Nick has to say. Get back over to Discord and turn my Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. I can
I
also
can hear.
I can also hear myself.
I can also. Oh,
I'm hearing myself through your speakers.
I'm hearing myself through your speaker.
Yeah, I will fix it. I will fix it.
Happens every time, Nick. Every time. I'm sounding quite nasally today.
Sounding quite nasally.
What's
No, I'm
going on
fine.
here?
Can you still hear yourself?
Test, test, test.
Test.
Yeah, I'm hearing it. It's loud.
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
Okay,
Loud.
I will use my a headphone. 1 second.
Okay. We get snow tomorrow
We
night.
get snow tomorrow night.
Test, test, test. La da 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 da. Nick, Happy New Year. Gallant night. Hey, Legion. That's Max. Did you ever meet Max, Byron? He played in some of my Abomination Vaults. He was in a few episodes. You weren't there at the time. I don't know if you two actually ever met. I've had Max in the chat quite a number of times. I try to keep him on a leash and restrain his entry into the chat. He tends to take over things. He's good though. I love the guy. Got to put a volume on him, a little volume switch. Turn him down every now and then. He's not the only one like that. Mexapod?
Can you hear me now, Kurt?
I can hear you, Nick.
I can hear you, Matt. Nick.
Is it more clear or is it still?
Let me see if I'm hearing myself.
Let me hear yourself.
Yeah, I'm still hearing myself. What is that?
Change the microphone. Let me remove something.
Okay. Take your time. Gotta get that all squared away. Stepped away for a bit. Yes, I'm Max, and hello. You can't control me. No, I don't try. I don't try. I let your own guilt keep you in line. Which doesn't always work, sadly. Waiting for Nick here to get all set up. Haven't talked to Nick in a long time. Nicolaj. Spidey Nicolaj. Let me double check things here. I think we're all good. Got his little camera spot there. Yeah, sound's coming through. I guess you guys can hear Nick, right? He's not talking right now, but he was before. You guys heard him, right? There it is. Middlestone. Yes, Nick was a bit loud compared to you, is he? Well, it's easy enough to fix. Just turn the volume down on him. Did you? Why, he's that loud? Let me turn it down then. Nick's got a great voice. Nick's gonna get mad at me. Every time he comes in, he's got microphone problems. Every time. It's always something. Let me check here, make sure everything's good. Okay. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. I could get off YouTube here, which is probably a good idea. Excuse me. Oh, jeez, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Huh. How do you like that? You guys don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway. Velaford, Teddage. Nick, you there? I don't know why his mic's doing that. Easiest way to solve it is headphones. If you got them. I always use headphones. Oh, there he goes. He'll be back. Oh. He better be. I'll have to monitor the green room. How was your holiday, Max? Your holidays. How about you, Byron? Did I ask you that? I think I did. Yeah, talked about New Year's. Max I haven't talked to in a while, so curious how his celebrations were, if any. Might see Kyle today as well. If he gets home early enough. How do you like that? Oh. Gotta keep my eye on the thing here so I don't lose Nick. My holidays were perfectly boring. I did a lot of prep for this year's YouTube content, but that's about it. Yeah, you get some time off from work, so you're going to use it for your hobbies, right? At least. Mine was very quiet. I love Christmas. I don't really celebrate it like that, you know what I mean? But I use it as a time to start my decorations for Yule. But I still love Christmas, the spirit and growing up around it. You know, there's a lot to it. So I'm a big proponent of Christmas and celebrating and having a feast and family. It's essentially what Yule is. In either case, I'm alone, so I don't really have a chance to celebrate in those ways. So I like to see other people doing it and taking advantage of it. And enjoying it for what it really is about. And it's sad that a lot of people don't bother with it. There's no Christmas spirit. And I understand that. But anyway, I decorate for Yule. I'll celebrate that on the 13th. Not the 21st. I know modern Yule is around the 21st. Linked to the winter solstice and all that. But actually Yule has nothing to do with the winter solstice. That's the thing. So actually it's celebrated the first full moon of the new year, which is the 13th, I believe, this year. And for 3 days, or 12 days, that's where the Yule log comes from. They burn that log for 12 days. Of course, they don't have a bonfire this year, so there'll be no Yule loggage. No Yule logging. But yeah, next year I'll have my bonfire. Maybe I'll vlog that stuff. But yeah, 13th, 14th, and 15th. I think last year it was on the 18th. Yeah, time for me to make my vows or set my oaths for myself, which I spend a whole 2 weeks thinking about. It's a pretty big deal for me. And some other things about myself, a present. A new vape. Got my house covered in evergreens. I do too, even on the roof. All the portals. I got all pine trees, holly, ivy, holly berries. People think they're walking into a forest around my house. Nothing in that indoors though, outside of the candles and things like that. Did that last year and it was a disaster. How you doing, Zetarock? Zetarock once again? She's gonna teach us how to make unscented candles and put scented into them. Yeah. She's gonna teach us to make scented candles out of unscented candles. Good old coffee grounds. Yeah, I didn't like that. Pretty tricky. Pretty tricky. Zetarock knows all about that nonsense. Yes, she does. Oh, the vape is good today. Ooh. Probably because it's new. Brand new coil, baby. Ah, my peace pipe. Pardon me. What happened to Nick? Oh, there he is. He's down in the paint chat. Let me drag him in here. You there, Nick?
There, Nick?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine, but I'm still hearing myself. What's going on with that?
What's
But-
going on?
I have a speaker.
Wait.
That's why I would put it through the mic. Wait, where is the? I will hear you through the headphones. One second. Okay. Let's check it out again.
All right. Set a rack. Yes, I will put up a recipe for the candles in Discord. Please do.
Okay, is it okay now?
Test, 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 test. I don't hear myself.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
It's good. How you been, Nick? What's going on? Oh, now we can't hear Nick.
It was sort out my connection because I'm listening to you twice.
All right.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I hear myself twice. That's the problem. I can hear you.
All right. Let's give Nick some space here. He's got to figure this out. He doesn't do this too often, as you can tell. Let him get that all figured out. We'll have a great conversation today. My eternal friend, Nikolaus. Got to get him in here. I turned his volume down, by the way. Is it better, Max? Was he better there when he was talking? Not as loud? Wait for the Nixter. Well, it's not OBS. That's something on his end. It's just coming through his speakers and it's picking it up. That's why you like to wear headsets when you do these. He knows how to do this. I mean, he does all these interviews and stuff. So he knows what he's doing. I'm thinking maybe it's limited what he can do because he's probably over in Saudi Arabia where he works. He's not home on his computer and has access to everything. I don't know. Volume level is comparable to yours now. Okay, so I got to turn that down to right there. That should be good. And that'll be the volume for Discord. That's good to know because I had it cranked full blast before. Excellente. So my next game session is going to be Castles and Crusades. And I talked about it already. Going to open it up to whoever wants to play. It's for my Sunday group. But everybody's invited. Probably take a few sessions to play it. If it works out all right, yeah, maybe we'll play some more. Panzer 4H's, Fritz. Yep. The H. I got the H's going. One of my faves. These come with the Hit the Beach box set. That's my winter warmer. And it feels good to be painting these back up again. I love these little tanks. Got me back in the hobby a decade ago. And here it is doing the same thing again. I love them. I can't wait to play again. Come spring when I have my new game studio set up, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Let me go check Discord. Drag Nick in here again. There, Nick?
I'm okay. Now it's fine, everything?
Test, test, test. Test, test, Bruni. I don't hear myself, so that's good. How about
Okay, that's fine.
How about you?
I'm fine. It was stupid. I had the YouTube open. That's why I could hear it twice.
Ah.
IQ0.
That's what it is. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank God we managed. It was difficult, but we managed in the end.
Now, I gotta say, I was just mentioning in the chat here, you do a lot of interviews with people in the industry, very,
Hmm.
very professional stuff. So you know how to do this, Nick. You know how to set up your
I
mic
know,
and
I
do
know,
it.
I know. Yeah, but I removed my headphones for quite some time, so that's why. Yeah, but it's okay now. We sorted out. No problem.
All right, excellent, excellent. So I saw your video, your recent one, where you did your top five. Nope.
Hmm.
It was quite surprising because I thought you were going to do a top five of rules, but no, you went beyond that. It was your top five game related stuff where you talked about some rules, but also things like terrain, the little paper tents, as well as that book,
Oh yes,
reference book.
yeah. I thought it would be nice to do something, that includes everything that well, I discovered in 2014, and this book. And people were surprised about this paper terrain, but you know how much has it helped me here in the Middle East, where I don't have space, I don't have time to design and do, and cut and do stuff. From a gamer's perspective, a bit higher, it doesn't look that bad. So yeah, and I have much better looking terrain. But yeah, it was one of the surprises of my year.
Hmm.
But in general, yes, I did rules. Uh, I think the rule sets were exciting, especially the skirmish rules that I was not expecting to like. And this book, the reference book for the Hundred Years' War, creating miniature knights, that I think it's an amazing book. And two skirmish rules and two big battles rules that I thoroughly enjoyed this year. I think all three of them were all four of them are extremely um, great rule sets.
Excellent. And also, you getting into skirmish gaming the way you have is also a surprise to me. Well, actually, it's not a big surprise. You know,
Yeah,
you never really did skirmish games, but your view towards them is what is most surprising to me. And I don't blame you because those
yeah,
particular rules are quite good. So, yeah. What's your thoughts on skirmish?
yeah. They're quite good, these rules, and they can accommodate bigger battles. I mean, my skirmish games, if you watch um, the videos, have more than 100 miniatures. You know what I'm saying? It's big. They're big skirmish games. They can accommodate big. So I enjoyed them. I mean, I think Baron's War was a great discovery. Well, discovery. Everybody knew about it except me. But I enjoyed Baron's War. I think Blood and Crowns was an excellent rule set as well for the Hundred Years' War. It is an excellent rule set. Both of them have great support. They have, campaigns. They're preparing supplements. So it's not a one-off rule set that it's just skirmish game and that's it. They have support, and that's what I like about these rules. I enjoyed them a lot. I really enjoyed them.
And what was the other one?
The other one was Midgard and Test for Resolve for
Mm,
big battle rules. Test of Resolve, I really enjoyed. It's
mm-hmm.
an acquired taste. It's 100 years war specific, but I like because it, the cards and the D12 provide a little bit of unpredictability. It's very 100 years war focused. I mean, it has mechanics that that kind of that portray crowding and funneling, and it's very very interesting rule set. Um, Again, one dice D12. I really enjoyed Test of Resolve and Midgard. I think Midgard is a great rule set. Again, more generic, but kind of Hail Caesar style with great mechanics that can accommodate all eras, medieval eras, and then go specific regarding the traits and some unit characteristics that you can make. Like for example, the artist, you can make the marksman, so you can portray the 100 years war longer man. A great rule set. For me, I'm a bit biased with Midgard because Midgard has exactly what I like in miniatures. Continuous push in miniature rules, continuous pushbacks, support left and right, pushing back your support. I really like it. I really like the rule set. And yeah, it was an interesting year for rules and for books and for miniatures. Obviously, I never had 3D prints, and that's why I showed my 3D prints. I was very um, I was pleasantly surprised when they arrived and I painted them. They really look nice.
Yeah, they did. They looked so different from the standard miniatures like Perry's and stuff like that. So you could tell they're 3D printed. And I think it has to do with the animation, the poses, because you can get more animated in the posing of models when you 3D print them. You're not restricted to
Yeah,
the constraints of the mold itself. You know, they have to be positioned a certain way to fit properly.
yeah, and they provide more variety. I mean, the variety is amazing. Look, these two miniature manufacturers that I was talking about, I think are the best out there. Reconquer Designs and North Crusade miniatures, and they look amazing. So yes, I think I will focus a little bit in 3D printing. I mean, not print myself, but you know, purchase. But you can purchase so many different styles, so many different poses that can give a variety to your army. You know, sometimes the armies look a bit like clones, robot wars or something, because you know not many manufacturers have many poses.
Yeah.
But with these 3D prints, you can add them there. Although Futso have and Claymore Casting have. I mean, the big ones have, also Perry have. But I like 3D prints. It was something that I was not aware of this year. I mean, I was aware of them, but I haven't really purchased any. So it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good year.
Yeah, you
The channel grew. It's fun.
you played a lot of different rules on your channel. You had all kinds of bat reps going on and test plays and stuff. And,
Yeah.
and those interviews you did with rules design. So yeah, you're really immersed in that era of warfare. So yeah, that's quite an accomplishment last year.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. It was good because I like talking. The point is that if I play only what I like 100%, I mean, it will get very boring. So I find all rule sets interesting. Arrowstorm was another very different rule set designed by the guy who designed Land Rampant. Arrowstorm was an interesting rule set. I showcased this as well. And here is the Ruckus. I haven't played this, but I showcased it. I had an interview with Mike, who is the author. It's a skirmish game. I haven't played it, to tell you the truth, but I showcased it. Also, Bloody Ground, another interesting rule set. There's quite a few rule sets coming out, and again, an old rule set that I showcased was Soldiers of God for Crusades, card-based game, another interesting rule. So yeah, there are many. You try to showcase rules because in this way people can see your videos and can make a better choice and avoid wasting money for something they don't like. I think that's the main help.
So another question that comes to mind for me is, when are you going to write your own set of rules?
Oh, this must be very difficult. I mean, I was talking to James Morris, the guy who wrote Midgard, and he was telling me that they were working on the rules and they were playtesting them for 5 years,
Wow.
4 years.
Wow.
I mean, maybe this is the other, the other, the bit exaggerated, not exaggerating, but maybe a bit too much. But again, from what I understand, it's a big commitment, writing rules and doing them properly.
Yep.
It's not that easy. It takes time and takes people to play test them, and it needs, But Midgard is a rule set that I really like. If I would say something closest to my taste as possible, it could be Midgard. Very nice rules, easy to understand. I like them.
Yeah, I'm excited
Now
that you get into that because I'm planning on getting into Midgard as well. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, it's good rules. Yeah, they're good rules. And I'm going to use them for my campaign. I'm currently now working on my campaign, a narrative campaign. I'm creating characters.
Nice.
I'm creating the maps. I'm going to post part one, hopefully by the end of the month. So yes, I'm preparing this. I'm really looking forward to this because I've worked quite hard to create the background stories, you know.
Mm-hmm. Good fun.
Yeah. I already created dialogues for the protagonist. I'm gonna, have like kind of dialogues before the battle, so we can make it a little more fun. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, hopefully it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, and obviously the battles will be fought using Midgard rules, and hopefully people will enjoy it because there's been a lot of work for this.
Yep. For sure. I'm gonna look forward to that. Good old Midgard action.
Yeah, I'm creating now my peasant leaders,
Mm-hmm.
uh, giving them names, and yeah, hopefully by the end of the month I will have part one. I'm planning to have one part every month because it takes a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
the campaign is months, so we'll finish in a year. I think it will be interesting.
Are you gonna do it solo? The campaign?
It's a solo campaign, but I'm going to use friends. I mean, you're very welcome if you want for narration, because I'm going to have narration before the battle, after the battle. Um, okay, I'm going to talk about movement and everything, and I'm going to have like it's going to be narrative campaign. So I'm going to use friends to narrate. Already in part one, I'm using my friend Simon. So yeah, it's going to be I'm going to use uh, guys for narration, but it's going to be solo, yeah, mostly so.
Okay.
And I'm planning of posting a video next week about. I mean, I have it ready. I need to edit it about solo wargaming and my experience and my advice to people. If someone can talk about solo wargaming, it's me.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me know if I do have the time. I'll jump in and help you out with some of the narration because I love that sort of stuff.
Yeah, let me. Do you want me to show you a narration? Not all, but a part of it, so you can have a look. Let me show it to you. Can you share here? No, you cannot share.
You can share. It's
Oh, you can. Share a screen.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I found it. Okay. Okay.
I have to be looking on the Discord, so give me a chance to jump over there.
Yeah, yes, let me find it first, and I will share it with you. I'll tell you when. I'll show you some characters, and part of the. I mean, the dialogues are a bit longer, not too long, so you get boring and get Um, so don't want, don't want, don't want. Okay.
You see the button at the bottom? Share your screen. Click that and then choose
Yeah. I know.
choose the pictures that you're going to share if it's a picture. You have to open it first on your computer and then share.
Yeah. No. Let me see them first. Okay. Yeah, well, let's check it out.
Nick knows how to do these things.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll sort it out. Sure. Okay. So can you see?
Let me click watch the stream. And let me fix it so everybody watching can also see what you're sharing there. Make it big. Yeah. That looks pretty good.
So these are the protagonists. The basically Thomas. The background story has to do with First Baron's War, and the protagonists, the nobles, are Thomas Count of Pesh and the Bishop of Winchester, and then you have their captains, and then you have peasant leaders who are going to be part of the campaign. The villages that have to be really, captured or used. So that's the protagonists. And here are now just finished today the peasant leaders and their names.
Cool.
You know, Hugh Fletcher, William Thatcher, John Cooper, Richard Carter, Alan Tanner, and Simon Baker. These are the 6 villages, the village leaders.
Okay.
And what else I have I can show you? Okay, this is round 1, how we're going to start January, and all the characteristics of January will be snowing, etc. And the campaign objectives for every commander. But here is the dialogue. Have a look. It's not the full dialogue. I sent it as a preview. I posted it as a preview. But have a look.
Let me
You can read. You can read if you want.
let me actually close this and look at it proper. A rebel commander, Captain John Morley, confronts a peasant royalist leader, John Cooper, in the aftermath of a skirmish near a small village. The rebels have routed a royalist patrol, but John's villagers have resisted joining the rebellion. They meet under the shade of a yew tree as tension simmers between them. Captain John Morley says, John Cooper, I expected better judgment from a man of your standing. You rally your people to the king's cause, even as burdens you wish taxes and leaves your fields to the winner. I said that. I messed that up. Why resist us when we fight for your freedom? Captain, you speak of freedom, but your war brings naught but ruin on all the common folk. The king may tax us, but at least we know his rule. You rebels, you bring fire and blood to our doors and call it justice. You know the king's rule. You mean the boot in your neck, the soldiers who take what little you have. We fight to the end to end tyranny, to give you a voice in how you are governed. A voice? A voice, you say? What voice? Yours, Captain, or that of Louis of Frost's, another lord who sees us as tools for his ambition? We plough the fields and pay the price, no matter who sits the throne. There you go. That's a little reading. Not bad not bad for a first try.
Very excellent.
That's good, man. Did you write all that?
So it's yeah. I'm working on it for a long time because people are expecting it, and I have a lot of and it's gonna be the narration before the battle. So we're gonna so to make it more immersive and more narrative. So it's gonna be relationships between commanders. So it's a quite a high. It's a quite a difficult, not difficult, but it's a time-consuming production. But of course, the battles will be battles. We'll show the battle die rolling and everything. But yeah, that's it. It's hopefully it's going to be fun for people to watch.
Yeah, it reminds me of when Ian did that for his American Civil War campaign. He had people doing the narration, and it was great. What a community we have where we can draw from each other like that. Fantastic. It's kind of similar to what you're doing.
True.
Let me close that stream. Boom. There we are. Yeah, that was cool.
I have a couple of dialogues already because I have in the first part I will have 2 battles with villagers, so I will have 2 dialogues, or 1. I'll see what will happen. But yeah, I want to make it like this, to have a very nice narrative, and because if you for example in the Discord, I have people who already love some specific characters and some specific commanders. So a campaign becomes more immersive. People are enjoying it if you have characters, and you have people who, it's. I think it's fun.
Mm-hmm. People can connect with the character. I get that with role-playing games when I'm watching them or when I'm doing them. People watch because they get connected to either the player or the characters that they're playing, and that's the reason why they'll come back and watch. They get hooked on it, I do.
Yeah. So I'm trying to build up characters. So and dialogues and relationships.
Wow.
So the battles will be fun. They will have the consequences. Obviously, they will continue. There will be a battle. There will. If you have, if you lost troops, you will need reinforcements that come at specific time based on the Baron's War death and taxes rules. But in general, I think by building a little bit of character relationship,
Yeah.
I think people are getting more immersed.
Mm-hmm. Good fun. Quite ambitious.
It's not that difficult in a way because my design and my cinematography skills are of a higher level. So these things for me to create and to create characters. Okay, the dialogue takes time a bit. Um, it's easy, animation and everything. Then the battle reports. Usually my battle reports are quite good. People like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's. I mean, it takes time to put it all together, but. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. I haven't decided yet if I will show the whole battle or if I will show parts of the battle. I will have to decide this. But small battles finish early, quickly, so I could have the whole battle. We'll see, because I know people like seeing whole battles and die rolls. So I think I will put the whole battle there. We'll see.
Mm. The die rolls thing with bat reps. I think there's a split in the community on what is preferred. And what I mean by that
Yeah,
is
true, true.
whether you show the die rolls or whether you don't show the die rolls. Some people really like
Yeah,
it. They want to see the die rolls. They want to see them move in the miniatures even. They want to see the whole thing. There's a lot of people that
yeah,
like
that's
that.
true.
And on the other side of the
That's
spectrum, there's a lot of people who don't want to see that. They just want to see the end results of each turn, what you did. They don't want to be bored by all the die rolls.
yeah,
So
that's very true.
that's a hard decision to make because there's, I would say, equal both sides. I what I
Yeah,
do what
that's
I
true.
do
Maybe you
what I do.
show the critical. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Shows some of the critical die rolls and the important fun stuff. Not every freaking die roll. That's
Yeah,
enjoyable.
true.
Maybe show moving
Yeah.
some of the troops, here and there, but don't show every time you move the troops.
Hmm.
That's what I do. That's what I would recommend. Just have a little bit of it in there, like to emphasize this important flank attack, or to emphasize a particular rule that you want to outline in the game. Particularly in the beginning episodes, you want to talk more about rules, but as the game goes on, you want to talk less about rules and more narrative and story. People will learn how to play by what in the beginning episodes. Then they can follow along better later on. So you don't need to do the
Yeah, true.
rules discussion, later on in the video.
Yeah,
But
that's true. That's very
you
true.
you know this because you do outstanding bat reps these days. So you know what I mean.
Yeah, I would look. I would I will edit. I'm not going to show every pushing and everything. I will edit. So, um, yeah, yeah. One sec, Kurt, give me a minute. I'm coming. Give me a minute.
Okay, no problem. It's good to hear from Nick. I'm gonna ask him about Ian here before I forget. I got this one tank, second coated. Compare that to a first coat, and you'll see the difference. This is going to get a nice camo pattern over top of it. And yes, I do paint the bellies. Doesn't have to be perfect. In case I flip the tank over as a wreck or something. It could happen. But yeah, there it is. That's one. I'll get these all done today. Part of my Winter Warmer Challenge. So I got all 8 Shermans done, base coats. And today I'll have all 3 Panzer IVs base coated. And next will be the camouflage. You hear camouflage, hair camouflage we're going to put on there. They're not SS division. Not sure what specific division I'm going to model as, but yeah. We're going to do that today. Then we'll set them aside. And after all that, at some point, I'm going to do the weathering, the decals. I got to pick out some details here and there, like the oxidized metal going on the tracks, the exhaust. I usually paint the gun barrels black for the Germans. Could be black for the Americans too. I tend to leave them that brown, green, violet brown. And of course there's the tank commander, the platoon commander, which I represent by having a guy sticking out of the turret here. That shows the command tank for the platoon. That's how I do it. I think most people do that. Take care of this. La da 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 da. Max has taken off on us. He's got to do his chores today. Just received a shipment from Noble Knight Games. Did you, Doug? What you get? What you get? What you get, Doug? Take some pictures and put them in Tabletop Commanders. What'd you get? What would Doug get? Terrain. I'm thinking you're getting some more buildings. From Noble Knight Games. That's interesting. That could be a game. What did you get, Doc? Yada da 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 da. Are you doing the winter warmer with me, Doug? If you have time to paint something. I wish more people would join in on this. Of course, there's other painting challenges. This is just mine. I got a few friends doing it. Wish I could get them in the chat. Squirrel, Zadarok. I haven't seen any updates from anyone. Steph and I have. You guys see all my stuff. I'm making freaking videos. Well, I'm doing live streams. You see everything I'm doing. La, da, 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 da. Boy, is it windy today. You can just hear that wind whistling out front. A lot of wind today.
Sorry, Gert, the big boss.
It's okay. Everything good?
Yeah, just say hello. They came back from New Year's. They went to their. Well, my wife went to her hometown, and they just came back yesterday. You know how you come back from New Year's celebrations. Half of them are sick.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's sick. Everybody's tired. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm. How is your family, your wife, and your son? Everything good? Boy, is he?
Yeah,
he's
good.
big. I was surprised. You shared a picture on Facebook not long ago, and he's a big man practically. Wow.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's very tall for his age. He's very tall. He's outside the charts, as was told by the dentist.
And how old is he?
5.5.
5.5. Wow. Yeah, he is a big boy. That's great.
Yeah, that's okay.
Have you talked to him
yes,
about wargaming? Have you kind of got him into wargaming at all?
Well,
a little bit?
No, he's seen the soldiers and he seems to like them. I mean, he's still young to do anything, but he seems to like them. I told him these are yours when you grow up, and
Awesome.
yeah, I think we'll see. We'll see.
That's awesome. You're gonna have a buddy on your battle reports. That's what you're gonna have. That's gonna be great.
Yeah. After 50 years, I will not play solo anymore. You never know.
Yep. No more solo gaming.
Yeah, we'll see how it will work. Yeah. It's we'll see. So yeah, I'm working on this campaign. I think this will be my focus this year. I like the idea, and a couple of showcases. We'll see how the year will pass.
Mm-hmm. Have you talked to Ian lately?
I haven't. The last time I talked to him was when I talked to him. I got a response from him was during his birthday. When I sent him, I think quite some time ago. I don't know, what is he doing?
He had a heart attack.
Really? Oh,
He had a heart attack and he was in the hospital for well over a month. And I guess he's having some issues with his liver and his kidneys. And outlook is actually pretty grim. I won't talk about it too much here, but he was actually talking to us as early as maybe few weeks ago. He was on his way getting out of the hospital and heading back home. They were going to do tests on him and stuff, but I'm trying to keep his spirits high and all this other good stuff, and start focusing on healing up his liver and his kidneys, because it was pretty grim, the outlook that they told him. But he was going to have more tests done, and that's when we'd really know what's going on with him. But I haven't talked to him in maybe 2 or 3 weeks now, and he should be home. So let's all cross our fingers,
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. That's bad. Very tough.
I'm thinking he's probably home and that he's adjusting, and his family's probably getting him all settled and taking care of him. I think the last thing in his mind is sitting down painting miniatures or anything. So,
sure. Good, let's hope everything will will turn out fine.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll hear from him soon.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll message you later with some details about it, okay?
Sure. Let me send him a message also to see how he is.
Yeah. Read the chat here and see what Doug got in the mail. He just got something. Put this guy down. He's ready to be. Let's go back to the chat here. Noble Knight. Doug says, I got 2 plus in all. Scenery packs. 15mm churches. The outer walls and a bunch of headstones from Sarissa Precision. Squirrel says, I've been cracking the whip, sorry. I've been cracking the whip and I enjoy homemade meals. So Zedarok will be finished when she sees fit. Laughing out loud. I am trudging away, enjoyably so. Okay, Squirrel, okay. Battle of Waterloo. Yes, I know about it. I'm not a big fan of the 100 Days campaign at all, so. But I know about it. Sorry about Ian. You didn't know Doug? Yeah, he was in the chat a few times while he was in the hospital. Talking to us here in the chat. And, yeah. So, send him a message, some well wishes and prayers, because he needs it. He really does.
For sure.
As well as Squirrel. But we'll see. We'll get a hold of him. So what else is new, Nick?
Nothing much. After the Christmas vacation with the family, everything is, slowing down a bit in January. Work routine, back to work. Nothing much. Just a new year. Let's see what this new year will have for us.
Yeah. Things going good with work?
Yeah, thank God. Everything's okay, no problem. Everything's great.
I also noticed you've been doing a lot of vacationing there on the seaside, sightseeing on yachts and stuff. I saw some of those pictures. That was earlier in 24, I think you were doing that.
That's in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, some beautiful places. Holy smokes.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, these are the islands we go every year. I don't know if we'll go this year, but every year we go. I rent a boat and we go to island hopping in the Ionian Sea, not the Aegean, Ionian Sea. We have, Ithaca and all these islands. It's very beautiful. Yeah, that's true. It's not. It's fun. I mean, we've been doing it for quite some time. The last 3 years, 4 years. It's fun. It's really fun. My son likes it. You swim a lot.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Living it big. I imagine with your type of work, you kind of have to do that because you don't get a lot of time home and you don't have time for this stuff normally. So when you do get the chance, I imagine you would kind of splurge and go the little extra mile.
Oh, yes, I have to because, I cannot go very often. My responsibility is I cannot go very often. My son's at school, he cannot come very often. So, I came for Christmas for 2 weeks, and last time I saw them was in August, and now I'm going to see them again in March, end of March. And, then maybe June and July will come. Both months, July will be my main for August for the main vacation. But once, usually we stay home relaxing, going walks, but in the summer, I try to have enjoying a little bit more, a little more spending, a little bit more fun, especially for my son.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's, I'm working in the middle of nowhere, so sometimes you need to lavish out a bit.
Yeah. You're in Saudi Arabia, right? Is that where you're working now?
Yeah, for the last 5 years, yeah.
Wow. Wow, 5 years. It's very windy here, and I just heard something crash outside. Crazy windy. Ta-da-da, ta-da-da-da. Well, it's really good hearing from you. It's been a long time, Nick.
Yeah, it was sometimes I tried to enter, it was a little too late. I slept sometimes, vacation, catch up. But here and now, I'm fine. We should do what are you planning for wargaming this year?
Flames of War, my World War II stuff.
Hmm.
I have a secret project that I won't talk about publicly. I will say that it's in 15 mil. There's going to be that.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing some more ancients. I've got my feudal English armies. I want to expand them, and I want to get some. I probably want to do some. One of the Crusades. I'm not sure which one,
Hmm.
and hopefully some Dark Ages. This is what I'm going to
Yeah,
do.
Dark
This
Ages,
is
I
what I'm
love.
doing this year. So, because I'm building,
Oh, that's nice.
I've got a new game studio, and
Okay.
I'm working on it now. Right now, I don't have a game table. The game, I've nowhere to play my games, nowhere. But I've now got access to a whole house now that I'm adjacent to right here, and one of those rooms is going to be dedicated to a studio game room. So all my miniatures gaming is going to be in there. It's beautiful in there. And I'm going to shoot all my videos and bat reps and all that nonsense. It's all going to be done over there. And that's going to happen this coming spring.
Fantastic.
Pretty excited.
Wow, that's very exciting. This you have me go active again with battle reports. Fantastic.
Yep. Looking forward to it. So it's a big step for me because I haven't been doing miniatures wargaming in probably a few years because I don't have a game room. And I'm finally
Yeah,
getting one put together again now. So, yeah, I'm really excited.
that's very exciting. We'll see your amazing battle reports soon.
I hope. Amazing battle reports. I don't know how amazing they are. Maybe they are. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, very good. Excellent.
It's been a while. I'm still doing my role playing and my board games, of course, but
Yeah.
I don't even have room to play my board games. I can do role playing.
So you're preparing a room. Okay. Yeah, role playing online. Yeah, that's true. That's fine.
That's
But
about
so
all
you're
I've been
preparing your
able to
game
do.
room. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And I'll be able to start making videos again.
You're planning. Good, good. That's good.
Because I'm not playing any games and I'm not really painting a lot of my own stuff anymore, I have nothing to make content with. What am I going to make a video on? I don't do anything currently, but that's all changing.
That's good to know.
You got me all excited about Triumph. I'm big into Triumph.
Triumph is a good rule set. Yeah.
I enjoy it because of the outcome moves and that DBX pushback stuff and all that. I love that.
Yeah. It's very good. Very good rule set. Very good rule set. Triumph.
My
I like it.
40K and my fantasy stuff as well. I want to do some Midgard and stuff as well. So I got a lot on my plate that I'm planning.
That's good. Sounds good. The channel will be active in Wargame again. It's very nice.
Doug Noble asks you a question here. He says, have you ever visited the Knights Hall in Acre in Israel?
No, I haven't. I've never been to Israel, to tell the truth. Um, I want to go to, basically, all these places are Jordan, Israel, and Lebanon, all these amazing castles, and it's amazing to visit there. But there's still fighting non-stop there. You cannot never travel there. My dream, Doug saying my dream tour would be to go to France, get a car, and visit all these battlefields and cities, Orléans, Crécy, Poitiers, Agincourt, Reims, go to all these medieval cities and Caen, and you know, see the follow the spectrum of Frederick III, and Black Prince, you know, John II, and all this. It was a great trip, a road trip. I was really enjoyed to do this. And again, although I did this before, we did battles in the UK. I'm planning to go to the UK. Not soon, but I'm planning to go. I want to see if I have friends there and everything. But yeah, that would be nice to keep it. But yeah, the Middle East is fantastic, but not very safe at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the more I watch your content on your channel, the more I get interested in the 100 Years' War. You do know that, right? You're slowly converting me over. I'm not kidding.
I heard that which company? I don't remember which company. They're releasing. Is this heroic size? It's called something like this for Agincourt. They look really good, actually. This could be good. This could be a project.
Maybe.
It's fun. 100 Years War is fun. Baron's War. It's all the eras fun. I mean the medieval era. I know. Dark Age is one something that
Mm-hmm.
I want to the future. Dark Age is a great era. Baron's War is excellent with all these characters that you don't have to, you know. And okay, 100 Years War that I've been focusing for most of my gaming life. I mean, Crusades were an amazing period. I mean, there's so many to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
So many to choose. Which
Yeah.
crusade you're gonna first thing? It's all crusades have great characters.
Yeah. I'm slowly getting back interested in the whole medieval stuff. I mean, you remember my 15mm collection of feudal English for the
Huge.
Barons' War. Yeah, it was really huge. And I sold about 90% of it, but somehow I managed to retain enough models painted where I have a decent sized 2 armies for Triumph, at least.
That's good.
Plus a lot of Welsh, which it could be a Welsh army there and allies. So that I got a lot of models yet to build upon.
Okay.
So go figure.
That's good.
I'm glad I have that. Plus I have all my unpainted stuff, my Essex miniatures that I never painted. DBA sized armies, so Dark Ages, Normans, Saxons, Danes. I've got Greeks, I've got Achaemenid Persians. I got all kinds of stuff that I could do right now because I have the unpainted models, enough of them for Triumph. So I'm probably going to go through them and pick and choose and say, oh, this will be fun. Let's do some Dark Ages, let's do some Arthurian era Dark Ages. That would be really fun. Now that I want to do in 28 mil.
That'd be great. Yeah, I like the 28. Yeah,
because I love 28 millimeter. So
that 28 is true. Yeah. The king of the miniatures. I agree with you.
I noticed you've been doing a lot of 15 millimeter recently too, building up your armies. Or is that just your collection from the past?
No, the Dark Ages are collection from the past. The ones I show that collection from the past. But I have some armies that I want to paint. I have some crusades that I want to paint, and they're very nice. So, thank you, heroic, brilliant, very brilliant. So I think this will be my next project, crusades, during this year. I need to bring them here in March. And I think I'm going to focus on this one for this year, crusades. Or 15s.
Nice. I didn't think I'd ever get back into 15 mil. So because I love 28s. I just love painting. But because I have so many 15s now for Ancients, I'm going to do both scales. And
it's not bad,
my Flames of War stuff is 15 mil. My secret project is 15 mil, and I'm okay with that. I'm basically just gonna do both those scales. I won't go smaller than that though. No more 10 mil Napoleonics, for instance. I can't do that again.
Yeah. But it's fun to just have quite a few different sizes because in the 15 mils you can make an amazing battlefield. You can make huge battlefields. I mean, they can look amazing.
One of my friends in the stream, he's chatting with us right now. I don't think you've met him, but he's primarily a role-playing gamer. He likes to play role-playing games. But he's one of the few role-playing gamers that likes to collect and paint miniatures. And he loves the feudal era. He's been collecting feudal era miniatures for a long time. Fantasy, of course. Not as interested in the historical side of it. But with our recommendations, including yours, he got interested in the Baron's War, the miniatures rules.
Okay.
He got it. And what he's doing is he's putting together a campaign for his role-playing campaign. He's gonna add these rules, Baron's War, for some special scenarios that he's gonna play out with his miniatures. Now,
sounds fantastic.
He loves and he collects 15 mil. He's a big fan of Khorasan miniatures. He loves that scale.
Yeah.
And you'd love his miniatures. He's a fantastic painter. He's got a great setup of feudal era miniatures. Again, they're not historical per se. They're fantasy. That's their intention. But he's using historical miniatures for this. But he does such a good job.
Yeah. Fantastic. Sounds great.
That's Squirrel Hermit in the chat. Yeah. You might actually want to check out his channel.
He has a channel? Didn't know that. I will follow it. Let me follow it.
He's in the YouTube chat.
Unless I'm following already.
See if you can find him. If not, I'll get the link. Squirrel Hermitage. You'd love his stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see if I can find him.
Yeah, if you can find him, it'll be easier because I get only squirrels now.
I found him. Copy. Where do you want me
send me the link.
Where do you want me to send it?
Anyway, send it to YouTube. Send it to Facebook, sorry.
The Baron's War. There's his link. I gave it to you on Facebook DM.
Okay. Okay, I'm doing it now. Wait. Okay. Okay, subscribe.
Yeah, he's got some. He puts together these little dioramas, and he makes little videos showing them off, showcasing his miniatures. They're great looking miniatures, and he actually sent me some of his miniatures that he painted, and he's a really good painter. So he's probably
Great.
painting right now. In fact,
I subscribed. I will check his channel later. Yep.
there you go, Squirrel. You got a fantastic subscriber in Nick. He knows everything and anything about the medieval periods. So he can tell you about heraldry and horse armor and everything. Nice.
Yeah. He can check the channel also. There's many information on the channel.
Squirrel says, yes, Baron's War will be put to the table in use with Harn Master.
That's great.
Harn World setting. That's his role-playing thing.
That's fantastic. Sounds really good.
Yeah. He loves miniatures, and he paints them up, and he collects them, and but he uses them in his role-playing games exclusively almost. He doesn't really play war games, and I've asked him many times, why come he never got interested in war gaming? But that said, right now he's trying Baron's War, and he likes it a lot, probably because it's got a lot of narration and character to it. But
yeah, it does. Yeah.
Some people are like that, you know. They just like painting, or they like to use them in their role-playing games. Not really interested in history, I guess.
That's nice.
What's Nick's channel? Medieval Wargamer. I'll find his link. He's got a fantastic channel. If you don't subscribe to Medieval Wargamer on YouTube, you should. Even if you don't like historicals, the stuff he talks about regarding the medieval times, especially from a historical standpoint, is so useful. There it is. I'll put the link in the chat here for us. And he's a fast-growing channel. Man. I remember Nick, he used to talk about, oh, it's my dream. I want to have a big YouTube channel. One day I'd like to just be able to make battle reports and talk about the era and history and do all this stuff and do interviews. Well, here you are. You've surpassed my subscriber count by a long shot. Huge channel. And, you know, you're making videos regular. Top quality.
Bigger,
Top quality.
It was, you know, good. Yeah, I started then because of you and Ian, and started slowly, but takes time. It takes patience, a long time, patience. You know, you have to improve yourself, improve what you provide to your viewers, the quality. It takes time. It takes time, and that's what I'm saying to the guys who have new channels. They're around 500, 600, 400. It takes time and patience, and except this, you need to improve your output. You need always to get better, because somebody will sit down and see something that looks good that he cannot make, or that looks good he will enjoy. You cannot, post, untidy things and expect people to watch it. It needs time and patience, and it needs for you to improve yourself. I'm not saying you will become like these channels of Warhammer that costs, millions, but I'm saying to you, you put your lighting a little bit better, your terrain, slowly, and your narration, your editing skills, and slowly, views will come, and followers will come, and give information and everything.
That's true. Well, Cal subscribed to you. So did Squirrel.
Well, thank you, Cal. Thank you very much. I hope you will enjoy the channel.
That's what the community's all about, right? Got to be there for each other. And yeah, Nick's channel is fantastic. You're going to love it. Highly useful. And who knows, you might come out of watching his videos a war gamer, Squirrel. Totally in. I'm in. I love his reviews. sometimes the interview. I don't watch a lot of interviews, but he gets a lot of people in the industry, even Rick Priestley and folks like that. He's had chats with a lot of game designers, which is fantastic. I don't watch a lot of them, but every once in a while one comes along that's really interesting. Did you do an interview with I think you did, the guy that wrote Midgard?
Yes, my last interview was with James. Yeah, it was I think a couple of weeks ago. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was around 4 weeks ago. Yeah, yeah, it was. It was fun. It's fun. Nice guy.
And you do a good job at it, Nick. I gotta hand it to you. You do a good interview.
You know what's happening? I try. Not I try. I don't talk. I ask questions. I say a couple of things, but sometimes where you see channels or groups of people who have channels who do chats, they talk too much. This is not for me. This is for James or for any other designer to, I can guide him. I can ask him questions. But I want in my interviews, if not 95, 85% of the talking should be done by the guests. So they're not here to listen to me. They're here, I can ask the correct questions, hopefully. But then I let the interviewed or the guy interviewed, maybe it's a bit too the chat. You let the guy who's with your guest to talk and explain so people can understand. So that's how I work on it. Yeah, usually.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun, and I had good fun. I had interview with Bill Hook's designer, Bill Hook's writer, and
Yep.
also Ruckus with Mike Peters, and also I had with the Firelock Games, Alan Hansen and Firelock Games.
Yeah, those guys.
They were really nice guys. We're talking about Blood and Crowns, and with Rob Jones, a very interesting interview. He's a historian, and he's creating rules that established rules that for 100 Years War in collaboration with, hopefully this year he will release it, in collaboration with Creeping Beast. My most famous interview is with I had also with Mike Martin Gibbons, who has Sword Point, and with what's his name? Mike Tunis from Firelock Games,
That's it.
and also with Simon Miller, who had To the Strongest. And I think my most not famous, but obviously most illustrious interview was with Rick Priestley. I enjoyed it too much. 1 hour was not 1 hour and 20 minutes was not enough. This guy is a legend. He created Warhammer, for God's sake. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
We chatted before. We said we're going to do another interview in the future. I've done a lot of chats. I try to let the guys who join me speak. I had them also with quite a few people, I think, in chats. But
And I can add
yeah,
something
that's
here.
Jay.
I can add something here.
Sorry?
Folks are asking about where you're from and stuff. One thing I could add about Nick, I've known him forever. I count him as one of my really good friends. But he's not only a historical miniatures wargamer. He also does PC games, of course, but he has role played, and he is kind of a role player. He played in my campaign when I was playing 5e, and those episodes are on my channel where Nick was playing a Dampier Paladin. Remember that?
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I liked it. I liked it too much.
Yep,
it's fun. I like it.
You did. So yeah, he's all over the spectrum when it comes to games. He's not just a miniatures gamer.
Oh yeah, I like everything. I like, it's nice to try everything, and I love role playing when you do it because re- regardless of what I do, how I act in the game, it's such a nice story listening to what's happening with your narration. You build and the pub you're entering or the cast of the haunted cow. This is really, really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it
We'll have,
when I play role playing.
we'll have to do it again soon.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we can find a good time, and I enjoy these things. I like it, and I try to. Uh, I don't know if the correct expression is, but I try to enter my role. I enjoy this,
Mm-hmm.
especially when we're doing it with Ian.
Mm-hmm. Ian, he hasn't role played in a while. I don't think he ever has, but he has played. He has gotten into 40k. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten
Yeah,
into fantasy miniature wargaming a little bit more. But 40k was a big step for him. I never thought he'd get into that, and sure enough, he bought into it. 9th edition,
yeah,
painting up little space marines. How
yeah.
awesome!
So yeah, I'm originally I'm from Greece. I've studied and worked a long time in the UK, and
Mm-hmm.
for the last 14 years I've been working as an expat in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my life in a nutshell.
Yep, that's it. Making the money, making the money, so we
Well,
can enjoy this hobby.
you look. I'll tell you what's happening. Here. Every every decision in life has its plus and its minuses.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Obviously, if I'd stayed home, I would have been every day with my family, with a decent uh, salary that you have in Greece for people of my profession, and work and survive. Um, the other way thing you can do, you can leave, you can go to the countries that are booming currently, get much bigger salaries. Obviously, you miss your family a little bit more. But at the end, you provide to them whatever they want, and you provide for the future. And well, it's a balance. Maybe in 10 years' time, my son will tell me, "Where were you?" Or maybe he will tell me, "Thank you," because you gave me everything. It's a balance. You
Mm-hmm.
get you win some, you lose some. You cannot win everything. Hopefully, in a few years, not in a few years, but hopefully in my late 50s, I will be able to return. So you never know.
You're gonna stay living in Greece though when you settle down, right?
Yeah, of course, I have a house there.
Mm-hmm.
It's my that's where I'm going to settle down.
Your family and everything, friends.
Huh?
Your family's there. Your friends are there.
Friends, I'll tell you what. I have friends all over the world,
You
especially
do. You
in the
do.
Middle East. I have Arab friends, I have Muslim friends, I have Christian friends, I have friends in England where I was studying, and they stayed there. But you lose, you're becoming, it's far away. I mean, I would say my wargaming friends are closer to me than anybody else because I have direct contact and everyday contact with me and with them. And for you, for example, Ian before, um, there's many other people, and I have friends who I haven't met, never, and I don't know if I've ever seen their face, and they're commenting and we're discussing to the channel every day, and they're friends. So I think board gaming has given me much stronger friendships than. Generally speaking, I'm a very difficult person. Not a difficult in a bad way. I'm a loner. I always enjoyed being on my own. I never had any problem. Somebody tells me you're going to live 3 years in a. If I didn't have a family for sure. But in a remote island, you can have everything, but you're going to see anybody. I wouldn't bother at all. I tell you, I would be very happy.
Mm-hmm.
So as a character, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Carl. Yes, Rick Priestley was a very interesting interview. I mean, the guy's a legend, and Uh, and it was fun talking to him. It was quite some time ago, the interview. It was fun talking to him. He was a great guy.
Yeah, he's becoming one of the, what would you call that? I don't want to say legend in the hobby, although I guess some would say that's what he is. But he's more like one of the, because he's getting older in age and he's becoming the old guard of the community, one of them
Yeah.
anyway. You know, because currently,
Yeah.
you know, you've got people like Phil Barker. I mean, he's still alive, last I checked. But, you know, people like
Yeah.
Don Featherston, they're gone. You know, a lot of them, the old hats are gone. But they're being replaced by people like Rick Priestley, Alessio Cavator is
Yeah.
another one that are
Yeah,
quite
true.
well known in the industry for wargaming.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Founding fathers.
I mean, people, yeah, people will come, people will go. That's how, life is, and that's how wargaming is. And I'm sure you guys will come up with new rules and new miniatures and new games and new channels. And yeah, that will be fun. That's good though. New ideas.
Yeah, I have to say, to be honest with you, I've played countless games, countless miniatures rule sets I've gone through for all kinds of different genres and periods: fantasy, sci fi, historical. And to be honest with you, there isn't a whole lot of innovation. There hasn't been for decades. But
Mhm.
I would say the most innovative set of rules I've seen, not overwhelmingly so, but there's some aspects to this one particular set of rules that are actually quite novel, a new way of looking at things and handling some of these mechanics in a war game that I haven't seen before, and it's refreshing. And that would be Midgard. He's got some unique takes on things like how he handles supports, where you're rolling dice that are savings throws to eliminate hits that you've received. That's fantastic. I've never seen that before. That's
Yeah,
very
that's a good
unique.
idea. I like. Yeah, and I like also the duels between commanders. That's nice also.
Some new stuff. Give me a second. I got to step away for a minute.
Yeah, sure, sure. Hi, Cal. Yeah, Rick is a nice guy. I was even friends with him on Facebook with my first account. Yeah, he's a nice guy, Cal. Very nice guy. Doug, Nick, have you played the Kingmaker board game? No, I haven't played. I heard about this. I hear many people talking about Kingmaker. I have to see what it is. I heard about it, but I've never really played. Sounds quite interesting. Doug, it sounds quite interesting. It's a Wars of the Roses, I can imagine. Sounds nice. Yeah, I heard about it. Though I have never played it before, but I heard it looks really, it is quite good. Yeah, from Avalon Hill. Okay. I like board games. Um, I would love, I mean, that's why I'm trying to play my own campaign. I would love to combine it with actual battle miniatures. So that's why I'm creating the campaign based on Battle Tour, obviously, Death and Tax. It's a very, very nice generic campaign. and using it good for the battles, and using a little bit of cinematic for my campaign. So yeah, I like board games. I used to play quite a lot. How it's called? It's called Army of God with Jean of Arc. Quite interesting board game, actually.
I want to get into the Men of Iron series.
Yeah, I heard about this. It's very nice. Yeah, I heard about this.
GMT games. It's a board game. Battle
Yeah,
games. You refight all these battles. And one of the great things about battle games, like Men of Iron, for instance, or other games like SPQR and Great Battles of Julius Caesar, or any of the games in that series, one of the great things about battle games is that you get all this historical information, maps, orders of battle, descriptions of the fighting and the characters involved, which is so useful if you're a miniatures wargamer. I mean, it's instant scenario stuff that you can create with this.
Yeah.
It's so useful. So I could see a lot of crossover between board gamers and, miniatures wargamers. There's so much that they could share from each other. You don't see it a whole lot, at least not publicly. But I do it, especially battle games. Because you could never recreate an actual battle on your tabletop with your own, on playing solo. You couldn't do it. You'd have to paint so many miniatures. Some battles you can.
Yeah, true.
But normally it's out of reach for a lot of people. But if you got these board games, you can fight out these whole battles. Or you could, if you want to do it in miniature, you could break it up into little sections and have little scenarios for the Battle of Agincourt, for instance. Different parts or different segments of the battle you could fight out with your smaller collection. And that's how you could fight the whole battle,
that's
too.
true.
So many ways you could do that. Yeah, Men of Iron. I thought you had that board game.
No, I want to purchase it, but I haven't yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a series of games. There's like 4 or so volumes, each one covering a series of different battles.
Nice.
Nick, if you want to step away at any time, because I know you only had like an hour or so, you can do so. I don't want to keep you too late.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just now. Yeah, I will pop up next time. I will go. Just this time and generally Thursday. It's fine by me. When you do it again, let me know. I will join and stay a bit more.
Thursdays and Fridays are good for you, right?
Yeah, Thursday and Friday is fine by me. Yeah. Now that I'm back anyway, because before, it was December and November. I was preparing vacation. It was end of the year. We're running like crazy. Now things, are a bit slowing down. So it's much easier for me, and it's good fun. We pass time very pleasantly. Maybe we can have subjects to talk about. So yeah, it can't be next week. Yeah.
Excellent. Because I do these chats like every day, Monday through Saturday.
Yeah, can't be on Thursday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it Saturday at the same time, this time that's early for me. It's fine as well.
Okay. I'll make a mental
Okay,
note.
Kurt, thank you so much. Thank you for the hospitality. Thank you, guys. Nice talking to all of you, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, Nick. Thanks, my friend. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Kurt.
Toodaloos. And there he goes. And suddenly all my viewers drop. Floop. Now you got to put up with me. I did manage to get my tanks done. 2.5 hours. I did actually get them done. He's a great guy. He's one of the folks who got me into doing these chats. One of them. He was right there in the beginning. And that was before he had a channel and all this good stuff that he has now. And yeah, he used to talk about, oh, I want to build a good big channel one day, one day. And I guess I was kind of an inspiration for him. If you can imagine that, me an inspiration. Who would have thunk? But yeah, now he's got a channel twice as big as mine, and it's all about his favorite topic. It's great to see that. And he's doing what he's always wanted to do. So when he does eventually retire, I can only imagine what he's going to have time to do. Pretty fantastic. And I got to get him in a role-playing game. Again. He did so well. It's his voice. He has a good accent. He's got a good voice for it. So there's one of my Panzer IVs for my project. There you go, Nerd's Nerd. If you're out there, next step will be the camouflage. Is that even? I'll have to look at these, make sure I don't have any spots brighter than they should be. That looks more yellow here. But the camouflage pattern will be next. That's easy. That'll be fun. Turned out nice. I like it. So yeah, that'll be next. Next will be the camouflage. Don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Probably not. I gotta meet with those guys and hang out with them. My Sunday group. But Monday I'll be back. And I think that's going to be where I'm gonna start on the camouflage. Which is 3-color. There's the base color of this, which is kind of like a Galba. It's like a desert yellow, middle stone. There's that, and then there's 2 other colors. Basically a brown and a green. And I've got the paints for it, so we'll just do that. You guys will see. You guys will see. Oh, hang in there. Hang in there. You'll see the magic. I probably should paint a little bit with my Russians before I end the session today. Yeah, I'll do that. Got to do something for my commission too. Otherwise I'm just playing and I'm not working. So we'll grab some of these, Cal. It's taken me forever to do this project. They're almost done. But I still got basing and I still got flags to do. It's another couple weeks added on to whatever I got left here. Probably by the end of this month I should be done. And use this Vallejo Air from the model Air range. Number 065 steel. Highly recommend these metallics. James sent these along to me. I'm not a big fan of just your standard acrylic metallics. These flow so much better. I really like them. Basically all I'm going to do here now is just paint the tins on the backpacks. They have little tins, usually a cup or a canteen. Some of those, I think. How was your holiday, Cal? Holidays, plural. How'd that go for you? How about you, Doug? I didn't ask you already, did I? Maybe I did. I just started back on my fish oil. So bear with me. I've got some bad short-term memory. Memories. Where's my Optivisor? There it is. My favorite holiday is Easter. I know, it's unusual, right? Oops. Gotta mend our brush here. Can't have any split hairs. All right, Cal. Squirrel, the green dragon is finished. Check out the Discord. No filter, only music added. Okay, let me finish this strip and then we're going to look at Squirrel's absolutely fantastic version of a green dragoon. Draken. Shouldn't say dragoon. Say draken. Grune Draken would be the proper way to say it. Fantastical beast. I'll show that off. See how that's come along for the squirrel? La 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 la. Okay. Set that aside. Okay, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Let's see what's going on here with squirreldom. Let's see, is that showing up? I don't see it. Where is it? Discord screen. I gotta go select it again. Hold on. Let's get the chat camera out of here. My picture's too big. Make that a little smaller. see what we got. There's Nick's video, by the way. It's right there. And here's squirrels. No filter, only added music. How do I make this big again? Guardian of the watch. I see a watch in the background. He's the watchmaster. Crushed trees. Nice touch, nice touch. I love that coffee painting desk. There's a watch in the background. There you go. That's really nice. 15 mil. I don't want to get that blaring again. Wow. Looks good, squirrel. Fantastic work on it. I love painting big models like that. I seldom get the chance, but yeah, I've done a few dragons, 28 mil ones. And it's always fun to paint them because there's all these, usually there's a lot of nice texture. Very easy to paint them, honestly. Fun to paint. Let me mute that, come back over to OBS so I can see things. I have another version with a different audio. It would cause a problem with YouTube copyright though. I'll send it to you via direct message. All right. Little rock and roll. Little rock and roll, maybe. What's that smell? Ooh, that smell. Must be the heater. Let me go double check my stove, make sure it's not on. That one is not 15 millimeter. Not sure what exactly the scale is. Oh, it's not 15? Maybe it's 20 mil? It looks big. Yeah, but like that even matters though with a dragon. Huh. Who's the manufacturer? I can hear that wind out there. It's literally whistling. It's something unique about this house that I've discovered. it's windy outside, you can hear that singing sound. I don't know where it's coming from. The wind is hitting something. Something in the roof. It's kind of nice. A little bit creepy. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, that's good. Got a chance to talk to Nick again. Hopefully we'll get a chance to hear from Ian as well. Ian, if you're out there, I don't have to ask you to do this. You're going to send me a message. Yeah, it's an update. There it is. Another strip. I'll do one more. One more strip. Got some fresh groceries to take care of too. I don't know why my food supplies are dwindling so quickly. I must be eating a hell of a lot more or something. I used to buy groceries every 2 weeks, but nah. My cats and the dog, they really take a chunk. Cat litter. Ah, it's such a hassle. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Gotta take care of these beasties. Give them a good life. Yeah, I'm just going to finish this one. Then I'll linger a little bit, then we'll call it. It's early yet. Maybe Squirrel will do a stream later today. Although I would never advise streaming as often as I do. It's not only fatiguing, but it doesn't do your channel good. People get tired of hearing you. Everybody gets tired of hearing each other. Yeah, it's true. It's better to do them like every other day or maybe once a week. Honestly, be totally honest with you. Which is what I would prefer doing myself, but I can't because I do this to make a living. And going live and streaming this helps me to get things done and, you know, a little bit of discipline. As much as I enjoy it, you know, it can be very taxing at times. I don't paint as much offline these days, and that's okay, especially this time of year. Now I got a painting challenge, and that involved too. Let me get this off the screen. I picked the dragon up as a red dragon toy. Oh. Decided to paint it as a green dragon. I envisioned dragon. Is it plastic or metal? My favorite is the black dragon. I like green dragons though. I think we all have our favorite dragoon. Or draken. Why do I keep saying dragoon? Is it plastic or metal? I say it's plastic. If it's a toy, it's certainly not going to be metal. Huh. Download. I don't want to download it. I see Kyle's busy painting too. Boy, is he turning into a fanatical Lord of the Rings fan. He's getting really nerdy on this topic. That's what he loves to do. Oh, so that's good. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. I think we all are, because we were all right there at the beginning for him. Just last year. That was great. You know, talking him into this, and didn't take much talking. He was all for it. He just didn't know how to start or begin, or just like that, you know, he's into it. He's only going to get better. That's the nice thing. He just keeps on going with it. I still haven't packed that box for him. Jeez. It's been sitting there for months. I got some new things to put in it. Some miniatures. I'll light up my candle again. Should I? Yeah. I need some more toxins. Where's my wooden matches? Toodaloo-doo-doo-doo. But that said, I thoroughly enjoy these chats. It's become my, quite literally, it's become my social life these days. Which is nice. I look forward to it. Today was a good day. Good chatteroonie. Let's get that off the screen. It's a huge wall of text. There we go. Chemicalage. So what do we got for anybody watching, or am I by myself here? Squirrel's there. Let me see. Let's go monitor things here. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Let's see, where are we in the Winter Warmer Challenge? We got it's about 7 weeks. There's only 4 weeks in February. 5, 6, 7. Let's say 8. We got about 8 weeks. left in the challenge. That's plenty. I could definitely get my project done. The infantry are going to be fun, but that's going to take up the bulk of the time. Tanks are easy. I probably won't do the decals until last. That'll be in February. So they won't be done till the end. So I'll be working on infantry pretty soon. I've got 2 platoons of German, 2 platoons of German infantry, Heer troops, and I've got a platoon of U.S. Paras, which I'm going to paint up as the 82nd Airborne. And it's like, what, 90 infantry? And heavy weapons included, and command and all that. It's about 90 infantry. Something like that. And then I've got a piece of terrain, which is a rocket. V2 rocket or something. It's a terrain piece. And what else? Oh, I've got a couple Pak 40s, which are anti-tank guns, 76 mils, which I love. I love those little sneaky packs. Got 2 of them. And the basing is just one thing that I'm going to try and do different this time around. I'm going to use Litco bases. I talked about that before. I don't have them yet. I want to get the right depth, or the right width. Thickness, that's what I mean to say. The right thickness. The ones I have now are just too thick. But I don't need bases yet. I need them for the 2 Pak 40s and all the infantry. And that's going to be fun. I'm going to look forward to that. Alright, we're dropping in viewers down to 3. I'm going to call it here then. Squirrel. I don't know if you're going to stream today, but I'll be around, I'm sure. I hope you have a fantastic day and evening. Nick, appreciate Nick coming in today. Great conversation with him. Just another fantastic human. Sadarak and Doug Noble, of course. My good friend Byron. I don't think Rosemary popped in. No, she didn't. Cal, of course. Gotta mention Cal. Fantastic painter. Anybody new today? Max was here. Good old Max. Legion of Myth. One of my good friends, Max. It's good hearing from him. I hope we hear from him again soon. He's doing chores at the moment. You know, he's married. That's the married life for you, folks. Chores. What you did as a teenager, you return to once you get married. Not for everyone. Least of all me. But I appreciate you guys and all the lurkers that listen in. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. And we're going to see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be messing around with Castles and Crusades, I think. With my Sunday group. That's Kyle and Rachel. Ted, perhaps. And who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting? Jesse. Yeah, Jesse. Can't forget Jesse. My gosh. He should be around tomorrow. He's going to be working, I guess, which means he can play. He's one of the few people I know who actually, the only time he can play a game is when he's at work. Not when he's home. Go figure. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And then I'll be back Monday, get this painting back and get my flow back with painting. So that'll happen on Monday. Going to work on the Russians, going to work on the camo pattern for the Panzer IVs, get that all done. Yeah, it's good fun. So folks, I'm going to call it here. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'll I'll talk to you all again soon. Yeah, you guys hang in there. You know why? It's only going to get better. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care, folks.